It's time for baseball on MLB Network. Today, it's the home opener for 2017 between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Boston Red Sox. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you into another edition of Major League Baseball coverage on MLB Network. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, as we get things going this season, it's pitching that has to be key if this team's going to have success.
Well, you know, I always think pitching and defense are keys to success in the long run. As we take a look at their arms, I see a lot of reason for optimism. A lot can happen over the course of a season, but if these guys stay healthy and pitch to their abilities, they should be in pretty good shape.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2017 Boston Red Sox.
With that, here's a look at the Brewers starting lineup. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Harold?
Well, Matt, this is a hitter's ballpark. I mean, you hit the ground ball, it's going to go through because the infield is fast, but it's the ball up in the zone. If you touch it, it's going to carry. So why not be aggressive? Look for that ball up and let it fly.
Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon, HR. It's official now. They will not go 162-0 as they were handed their first loss of the season last time out.
Well, Matt, I mean, the simple way to put it, they lost their last game. This is where baseball comes the best to me, where all the cliches come in. You got to have a short-term memory, and you really do. The game's over. You can't do anything about it. You got to come back today and play better and win.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Jonathan Villar is at the plate now as he looks at strike one.
This is the situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infielders if the ball's put in play on the ground. Both the guy at first and at the plate are burners, so a double play is going to be tough. Even getting one out could be a challenge.
And a changeup swung on and missed. for the first out. So digging in now, Ryan Braun. First chance for him here with a runner at first and one gone. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Man, I think he's trying to send a message right here. I'm going to challenge you. I like my stuff. I think I'm better than you. I don't care how good a hitter you are. And this guy's a good hitter, by the way. But he came right after him early in the count.
Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Well, he's got a double play situation right here. If he can get the ball down, everything's been up. So I'm not really looking for a double play. It might take 2 or 3 hitters to get out of this jam.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Runner at first here, one man out. Hit hard down the right field line, but a foul ball.
Whoa, he tried to get a little cute right there. A little 2-strike changeup. He thought he might get a swing and miss, but man, he left that in the zone. He's fortunate that ball didn't leave the park.
And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2. Here's the 2-2. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. On the ground up the middle. Pedroia has it. The second for one. Relay to first in time. And just like that, the side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on MLB Network. Into the box now is Dustin Pedroia as he'll lead off the home half of inning number
Leading
one.
off for the Red Sox, second baseman, Dustin Pedroia.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. Harold Reynolds, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in off to a bit of a slow start with just one win in their first 3 tries. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Here's a swing and a miss. 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Pedroia waiting on the 2-1. Now a ball hit hard towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Well, they're having a good night so far. The pitcher threw a scoreless top of the first, and now he leads off with the single. This is the recipe you want.
Striding in, Xander Bogaerts. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's set. Here it comes. Ball chopped foul right at home plate, and it's 0-1. And there's ball one.
Well, I like the pitch idea. It looked like he tried to get in the chase right there, make him think that ball's over the plate and it runs away, but he laid off it. I don't know how, but he did.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he takes ball two, and it's 2-1.
Well, I don't know how he missed that pitch. That ball's in the zone a long time, but he missed it. I guess that happens.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Checks his swing, but this will be strike two called. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, the graphic here isn't going to properly show just how far that pitch was from the strike zone. That thing wasn't even close, and I think it made the decision to move up a base pretty easy to make.
From the belt, kicks and deals. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Gone! Over the monster for a home run. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. First home run of the campaign for him, and that gives the Red Sox a 2-0 lead.
Well, he tried to sneak a fastball by him, and like they always say, you can't sneak the cheese by the rat, particularly if it's up high like that one right there.
Here's Mookie Betts.
Batting third, right fielder, Mookie Betts.
First delivery to him on the way. Bouncer down the line, but that one rolls foul. The 0-1 pitch. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that's through for a hit.
A lot of base hits up the middle. Set your sights up the alleys and try to take it back up the middle hard like you did right here. Nice job.
Mike Moustakas.
The third baseman, Mike Moustakas, now as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. And this is chopped foul at the plate. He's in the hole now, down 0-2. Oh, and 2, here it is. Hit out towards second, and this is knocked down over there. And pretty fortunate here as they do wind up getting the out at first, although the runner will advance to second.
Good pitch right there to run the two-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball as the result.
Here's Jackie Bradley now, as he'll take a look at ball one. Another first inning RBI opportunity for him here. Hit hard back up the middle. Who gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Great recognition. He's looking for a ball up. That breaking ball hung, and he stayed with it. When they're up high, let it fly. When they start out low, you got to let it go.
Here's Hanley Ramirez, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first, and he'll get back in standing. Ready with the 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. 3 runs already home here. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Working for the punch out and the offering. This is line to left. In there, a base hit.
That's when you're looking for a ball inside. That ball's all the way in. He still pulls his hands through and gets a base hit to the outfield.
It's Marlin.
Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning. Matt, a hit here could really fire up that dugout.
Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. And this is fouled back and out of play. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. Now a look and a throw back to second, and he's back standing. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Here comes the payoff pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Digging in now, Domingo Santana. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
Right fielder number 16.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
Well, you've been given a 3-0 lead. The last thing you want to do is have base runners on and then give up a big ball, and that 3 runs means nothing to you. So pitch around the corners, make them chase the ball, but do not walk people.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. Running hard. He's digging for second. And the Brewers get a man into scoring position on the leadoff double.
He just tattoos this ball right here. Tried to sneak a fastball in on him? No way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up.
Strike 2.
Well, that's 2 strikes at the knees, and now you find yourself 0-2. I tell you, he's throwing the ball so well, you got to set your sights down low and look for any pitch down.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
On 0-2, you'll sometimes get a guy to chase a fastball out of the zone away or up, but when it's way down like that, it's much easier to lay off because you can tell the ball is moving further away from eye level as it comes in.
The relay throw. Throw won't get him.
Batting 6, the designated hitter, Jesus
Stepping up
Aguilar.
now, Jesus Aguilar, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. He's set. Here's the 0-1. 1-1. One out and a runner on third. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Ranging back is Bradley. See you later. Over the wall, a home run.
Yeah, with one out and runner on third, he just wanted to lift one to the outfield to move across the run. But he does a heck of a lot more than that by lifting it right over the fence.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Drilled down the line. And past Moustakas down the line. It's a fair ball.
Great effort by the third baseman. Pitchers love it when guys sell out for you and get dirty.
Center fielder, Keon Broxton.
And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton. Hit high and deep out to left field. Moreland is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out.
Batting ninth.
In now, Stephen Vogt. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. But the Brewers do get 2 on this 2-run home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's the Red Sox. Digging in, Chris Young. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Chris Young.
Ball 1. Two and 0 now.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Hit high and deep out to left field, and he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
Batting ninth.
And that'll bring in the speedy catcher Blake Swihart. First pitch on its way. Line to the right side, but he'll barely have to move out there and right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
Number 15.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. First pitch is a fastball inside, 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will. Just to the right of the chalk. A fair ball. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
You said it, Matty. That's 10 hits in this game between the two teams already. Got to tell you, as a pitcher, this is a little painful for me to watch.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Xander Bogaerts. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. Good lead off a second there. Now the pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. For Pedroia, he's at second with his 4th double here on the season. Favorable call in there for a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Changeup just off the black, and it's 2-1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And this is pulled hard but foul. Hope they brought their gloves for that one out there.
Back-to-back changeups, and he fouled that one off right there. I don't think he's going to come back with the third one. I got to be thinking some other pitch is coming.
Swing and a flare hit toward right. Will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network. Digging in to try it again. Hernan Perez. He'll stand in to open things up here in the third. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball one. The pitch. Grounded to the right. Pedroia fields it cleanly. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
The batter, number 5, shortstop, Jonathan Villar.
Striding in once again, Jonathan Villar. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Now a bunt attempt here, but a foul ball here. 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Ready for another chance? Mookie Betts. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Mookie Betts.
Runs up to bunt here, but he missed it for strike 1.
Tried to drag butt himself on there. Didn't work, and he probably won't try it for a second time, but the defense still has to respect it.
And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Here it comes. And he swings and pops it foul behind the plate. And he just barely makes contact there as this is fouled at the plate, and it remains 0-2.
I like the pitch right there. 2-strike fastball out of the zone. See if he'll chase. I'd go even further out this time. See if he chases it again.
Another one sent foul. Fastball, and he has to bend out of the way of that one.
Well, what do you do when guys keep fouling pitches off like this? I guess you could back them off the plate by throwing one inside.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Well, he hasn't thrown him a strike yet in this at-bat. And we're 2-2. Clearly on the mound, he's banking on the fact that he'll chase pitches if you give him a chance.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Matt, this has been a fun at-bat to watch. I mean, look, it's been throw a strike, I foul it off. Throw a strike, I foul it off. I want to see how this ends.
And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Mike Moustakas will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Line toward right center. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Center fielder, Jackie
Digging in for his second at-bat, Jackie Bradley Jr. looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. Hit back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So with 2 out, that means Hanley Ramirez will also get an opportunity here.
Well, a little 2-out single. Now, you may not think it's much, but he's already given up a couple runs this game, so maybe this is the start of something big.
Here's the left fielder, Hanley Ramirez, and he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Broxton is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 1 left for the At the plate, Domingo Santana. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth.
Fielder number 16, Domingo Santana.
In there at the letters 0-1.
Well, he's really peppering the zone right there, going up in the zone. I wonder if he stays there the whole time. Usually you'll see that with 2 strikes, not with no strikes.
That's in another base hit. He's 2 for 2.
He just sports that ball off the wall, and now the question will be, should he have continued on or not? He thought about pushing it, I'm sure, but decided to play it safe. It would have been close, but I think this time he's probably right in staying at first.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Number 7 is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. At the plate, Jesus Aguilar. And remember, he hit that 2-run homer his first time up. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. That one misses. It's 1-1 now to the Milwaukee first baseman. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. Pedroia on to first, and it's another double play. They're second in the first 4 innings as that one will retire the side. 1 hit's all they get. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Red Sox on top, 3-2. Now batting, Mitch Moreland. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Left fielder, Mitch Moreland.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field, and it's off the Green Monster.
Well, the Green Monster comes into play. You don't see that many other places. I don't think any other place. That's the coolness of Fenway Park and the Green Monster. You get held to a single, but man, you hit a ball off the Monster. You can tell everybody that one.
Here's Chris Young. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Too low, 1-0.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Broxton's on his horse. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Catcher, Blake Swihart.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Blake Swihart comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch on its way. This is hit the other way out toward left field. And Braun will handle this one for out number 2.
The second baseman, number 15, Dustin Pedroia.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. He doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High in the air out to center field. Broxton's under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Red Sox leave 1, but they still lead it 3-2. Into the box now, Travis Shaw. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
Travis Shaw.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Matt, I tell you what, I love how he's pitching right now. He has continued to pound that first pitch for strikes. When you do that, you set yourself up for great success.
And a sliding effort there, but that ball had eyes, and the leadoff man's on base to start the inning.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Keon Broxton. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. Now another 0-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. So coming to the plate, Stephen Vogt. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And a high strike there, 0-1. 0-1, here's the pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Fifth inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. And this is going to be a foul ball. The 1-2 pitch. And he'll stay alive here as this is chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Again, a 1-2. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Well, you talk about fighting. He's fouling balls off, fouling them off in the 1-2 count. He finally took a ball right there. I wonder if he feels more confident or he wants to keep swinging.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. One there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. One hit in the inning, but no one left.
Leading off for the Red Sox, the shortstop, number 72, Sander Bogart.
And now we'll take a moment here at home plate as he asks for time. First offering on its way. A fastball that just misses inside. Ball 2.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
Line towards center field. And this inning starts with a solid base hit. So there'll be a man aboard here to start out their half of the 5th.
He's been so inconsistent. There's another base hit on a high pitch. When he struggles, you can look for the ball up. When he's good, it's going to be down.
Here's the first pitch to him. High in the air into shallow left center. Braun comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 1.
Now batting, third baseman, Mike Moustakas.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Hard hit ball to second. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Red Sox go down quietly. They're up 3-2. Ready for another shot now. Hernan Perez. And Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
This one's down to third. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. So the Brewers get their leadoff man aboard to start out the frame.
Now batting.
Digging in once again, Jonathan Villar. Leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. Now a throw over to first. Runners back. 3-2's our score here in inning number 6. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. One and one. Here it comes. In the air now, out to right field. Betts has a read on it. One down.
The left fielder, number 8.
Here's Ryan Braun now. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. First pitch of the at-bat. And a fastball just a bit up. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Ooh, good changeup, just missed inside.
On 2-0, you can bet he's looking for a fastball that he can turn on and drive. Might be thinking about picking on that big hole between first and second.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Betts, and that one is out of here. A 2-run shot that gives them the lead.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Into the box now, Domingo Santana. And here's a ball hit in the air. Swihart is under it, and that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, number 7.
Ready for another chance. Number 7. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. 4 runs, 8 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Here's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir. Here's another 0-2. This is on the ground over to first, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Here's Jackie Bradley now. 2 base hits, both singles to this point.
Number 25,
into the windup and the pitch.
Jackie Bradley Jr.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
There's that tight slider right there. Just missed getting under the hands. That's a good pitch. I like that pitch. But if you don't get it where you want it, it could be a dangerous pitch to throw. Well, he got a piece of that breaking ball right there. That's the second one he's seen in a row now, and he fouled that one off. Let's see if he comes back with a third one. 3 in a row.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Here's Hanley Ramirez. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Hanley.
Here's the first pitch to him. And this one's down off the shoe tops, 1-0.
That was a pretty good pitch on a pitch he doesn't throw very often, or I should say hasn't used in this game, that's for sure. That was a good pitch.
Back up the, oh no, that got him. He's safe. A great recovery, but he couldn't get it there in time.
Now batting.
Now the Brewers manager's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon.
Now pitching for
Here
Milwaukee,
comes the first pitch.
Number 37.
And this will be fouled away.
Stevens.
0-1, here it comes. And this one's in the dirt. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Brock Holt will come on now to replace him as he's into pinch run following the injury. And there's ball 2 now. Runners on first with 1 down. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
Swing and a ball hit to the left side, and this is going to wind up a souvenir. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. He'll try it again. 3-2. Runners off for second. Grounded back up the middle, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
I love running the guy on the 3-2 count. You know the pitcher's going to be around the plate, and if you got a guy that can handle the bat like this guy right here, you put the ball in play, and now you get the base hit on top of it, and you're sitting first and third. Beautiful.
Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. Into the box, Chris Young, as he swings and lifts it in the air out to shallow right field. Santana has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And the tying run will score on the sacrifice fly as it's now a 4-4 ball game.
Now batting.
And that'll bring in the speedy catcher Blake Swihart. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard up the middle. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Dustin Pedroia. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Santana is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Brock Holt will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base. Riding in once again, Jesus Aguilar. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. And that one right down Main Street. The 0-1 pitch. Slider up that he gets a call on.
Oh, that was a good looking slider to hit. He kind of hung him one. When you got a slider right there and it's spinning towards you, that's the one you annihilate.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Matt, he's throwing a lot of strikes. Very impressive, right? We just saw a swing and miss, but he may be even more effective if every now and then he throws a ball that's out of the zone, because they know he's in the zone. They're being really aggressive. If they have to think a little bit, it might not be a strike. It might be good for him.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
And the effort pays off as he's able to recover and get the second out of the inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Keon Broxton stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Drilled right back up the middle, and a dive there from Pedroia, but he comes up empty. It's a base hit. 2-out success, and Stephen Vogt will bat next.
Up next for
Ready once again, Stephen Vogt. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Chop foul right by home plate, and it's a ball and a strike. The set and the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. The 1-2 pitch. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Milwaukee leaves one. Score remains tied at 4. Manny Perez will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign. Digging in to try it again, Xander Bogaerts. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
When you're facing this good a hitter, man, that strike one becomes so important. To get ahead with him and make him think about something else. Now you can control the at bat.
Slider, and that's in there for strike 2. 0-2 home now to Bogaerts. Fastball, and he's got to duck away for dear life there. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Here's a fastball in on the fist, and that'll even things up at 2-2.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last 2 were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he lays off ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
That's an excellent at-bat right there. Fell behind it early, 1-2. Didn't panic or start chasing pitches out of the zone. He's able to lay off 3 pitches in a row, and he's standing on first with no outs. That's a great job.
Mookie Betts stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Second pitch is chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind now 0-2. A pause, and the 0-2. Got him. Fooled on the pitch as he swings at it in the dirt for strike 3.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch-out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Mike Moustakas comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. And this is fouled at the plate.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
Swing and a miss as he ran that in on him. A ball and 2 strikes. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. That misses, and it's going to set up a big pitch now. 3-2.
There's certain situations where things just have to happen, and this is one of those. Like it or not, he's got to challenge him right here.
And he misses with it, ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
It's all a part of learning how to pitch in the big leagues. Major league hitters will not bail you out by swinging at pitches out of the zone. So he's going to have to continue to learn how to get guys out at this level.
Now a pickoff play at second. Runner back standing. First pitch on its way. Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be 2? And the throw will go to second as they get the force out.
Now batting.
Here's Brock Holt now. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. First offering on its way. And the changeup just missed the inside corner.
Hey, 2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
Here it comes, 1-0. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Chopped down the first baseline, but it's a foul ball, says the first base umpire. Two balls and a strike. Here it is. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Well, that changeup right there sets up a lot of things. Now the count's 2-2. He can come back in with a fastball. It's going to look like it's moving a little bit better. Or he can go back to that changeup.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Broxton is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So Carson Smith will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far. Ready now, Hernan Perez. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
And he lays off for ball one. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Out in front as this is skied in the air to straightaway left. There to play it is Moreland, and there's one away.
The batter, number 5.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jonathan Villar. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0. Big swing and a miss at the changeup, a ball and a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A little bit outside. 2-1. We're in the 8th inning now of a 4-4 ball game. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Now he reaches out and tries to dump this one out to left. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game. And he is into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
The left fielder,
runner at second, one away, and that'll bring forth the great slugging left fielder Ryan Braun. Way out in front as this is yanked foul into the seats in left. And that misses 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Back up the middle. The throw from his knees. Throw on to first for the second out, but meanwhile that all-important go-ahead run is in to score. But it is not in time as they take the lead here in the late going. Domingo Santana is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
It looks like he just swung right over that sinker right there. What is so hard about a sinker, you have to almost go underneath it and scoop it. You got one of those swings.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. So one run here, one hit, no errors, and no one left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Brewers are out in front, 5-4. Jacob Barnes will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Mitch Moreland is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Well, it's got a nice count, 2-0. I know he's looking for something to hit here, but hey, a walk wouldn't hurt you either. Down late in the game, base runners don't hurt.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. And they'll start this inning off with a base hit as that one's through. So it's a leadoff base hit to start the Red Sox half of the inning. The tag, and he is out at second.
Well, he clearly thought he had a shot at 2 on the hit, but they did a nice job in the outfield of getting it in quick to cut him down.
Here's Chris Young as he tries to go out and get the slider, but it's not there. It's strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Line drive to left, and Young is aboard. That's a base hit.
Well, there's another single. We saw a lot of those so far this game. Now they've already stranded 10 runners. It's time to capitalize, boys.
Swihart.
And that'll bring in the speedy catcher Blake Swihart as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 0-1 on its way. Line fouled off to the left and a few rows back. Ready with the 0-2. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Liner towards second. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Well, that's a nice base hit right there. They got a little something working here, Matt. You got the tying run at second base and the go-ahead run at first base. How's it going to unfold?
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Spin and a throw back to second, just keeping him close. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Santana will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out, number 2.
The shortstop, number 2.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Boston strands a couple, and the deficit holds at 5-4. Now at the plate, number 7. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Now a little pop-up off toward the third base side. And no one will get this one. And now a pitch on the way. And a foul pop behind the plate. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out. Jesus Aguilar will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. Comes set, and the 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3. At the plate, Travis Shaw. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And that's in there for a base hit, his 3rd hit of the game. So he picks on the first pitch here and is able to extend the inning.
The center fielder, Keon Broxton.
And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Hit on the ground to short. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Brewers strand 1. They lead it 5-4. Corey Knebel takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Now a swing and a fly ball. Santana is in pursuit. He can't get there as it falls in.
Now that's a big base hit. Late in the game, you're down 1. You got the leadoff guy on now. The rest of the way, it'll be interesting to me. How are they going to manufacture? Will they bunt him over to move him into scoring position? Will they hit a gapper? Let's see how they score this run if they can possibly push him forward.
The third baseman, Mike Moustakas, now. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Comes set with the 0-1. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. A runner at first with no outs here. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Two and 2 count. Here it comes. And a pitch takes off inside and gets away. And not what they were hoping for, as that moves the possible tying run into scoring position. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out. Here's Jackie Bradley now. A winning run at first with nobody out.
Bradley Jr.
Melvin Upton Jr. will come on now and pinch run here.
Number 77, Melvin Upton Jr.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he lays off there 1-0.
No doubt. Some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Talking about nerve-wracking, Matt. I mean, right here at the bottom of the 9th inning, bases loaded, and you're up 1. He's in danger of walking in the tying run. If he throws one, grooves one, it might be game over if he hits one in the gap.
2-0 pitch on the way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Broxton has a read on it. He's got it 1 away.
Now
Digging in for his second at-bat, Brock Holt. And we'll see what he can do with the tying run at second, the potential winning run at first with 1 away. In the dirt here. No movement on base. It's ball 1. Now it's 2-0. Ready with the 2-0. Boy, nothing working for him at this point. It's 3-0.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
And that's over. 3-1. He's set. Here's the 3-1. Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be 2? The second for 1. Back to first. A double play. And they will strand the possible tying run at second. This ball game is over.
Yeah, it's always disappointing when you don't make the postseason. But at least they got a win here in the season on somewhat of a higher note. Something to hang your hat on when you're on the first tee tomorrow morning.
A 1-run finish today. 5-4 the final score. Manny Perez gets the win in relief, his second of the year. Corey Knebel records the save, his first of the year. So that'll just about do it. For my partners Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. So long, everybody.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon for the victorious Brewers, 5 runs.